It's funny. If you've played basketball, it's almost like you've been scouting your whole life,
Have you ever wondered how scouting in the NBA works, what the scouts are looking for, and the entire process? Well, we're about to get the inside scoop from one of the Raptors' top scouts, Patrick Engelbrecht. So let's head inside and check it out.
What's the main purpose of an NBA scout at Summer League?
Wow, that's a big question. That's a big question. Well, first and foremost, we're here to see our players. We're here to evaluate the guys that we've drafted, that we've brought into our organization. A lot of guys, you miss on them in the draft or you miss on them in free agency, and you're getting an opportunity to see them 4 or 5 games in a row in a short span of time.
What are some intangibles that you look for in a player?
I can't really give away our secrets, but anybody that watches the Raptors understands that, Masai builds his clubs and his team in the image of winning. The teamwork stuff, that stuff comes into play down the road, but usually that championship DNA starts with identity that's in defense.
How much of scouting is talent now versus potential?
Well, look, everything's potential, and a lot of times people think, potential and talent is only physical. You have to dig into the players. You have to understand what makes them, what's their why. Why are they playing the game? Work ethic is a talent. You know what I mean? Persistence is a talent. Not giving up on something is a talent. Following through and executing something is a talent. Whatever your path is, we value guys that believe in development and believe in sticking to an execution and growth plan and seeing it through.
What has impressed you most about the next generation of players?
I would say the evolution of skill set. Every player now, we're moving closer and closer to a positionless basketball. We really are.
How did you get into scouting?
It's funny. If you've played basketball, it's almost like you've been scouting your whole life. You show up to a park, you start looking around who can play. You don't want to lose, you start picking up guys who can play, or guys who play a certain way, or guys who rebound the ball, get you extra possessions, or guys who steal the ball, get you extra possessions. So in terms of my entry into it, I started as a young guy that was just finishing playing for my national team in South Africa, and started working these camps, getting to know the landscape, having played across the continent, and that was sort of my entry into the business.